Hello everyone and welcome to GED. Today I thought I'd talk about Baldur's Gate 3 and how it's looking absolutely delicious. So at the end of September, I believe September 30th, they're going to open up the pre-release, and it's going to have a small early access area, Chapter 1, for us to play around in. And I'd like to talk about some information that's coming out about exactly what's going to be in that. So in this little bit of text, they're talking about the available classes, subclasses, races as they get closer to launch. And they're only going to have a small amount of races and classes available in the early access, of course, because they don't want to reveal everything. But just judging by what they're going to have in this early access, it looks crazy, guys. Just absolutely crazy. So the amount of combats, and they're comparing this to Divinity Original Sin 2, which was quite a big game if you played it. So we have the amount of combats, 22 in the early access for DOS, and in Baldur's Gate there's going to be 80. That's almost 4 times the amount of just combats in the test trial phase of the early access. Then we have the amount of dialogue lines in English, 17,600 in DOS, and then we have 45, almost 46,000 in BG3, and that's just in the early access chapter. Amount of characters, and I'm assuming this is like NPC characters or bodies that are statically placed in the world, 142 in DOS versus almost 600 in BG3, which again, guys, that's just the first chapter, just the early access. It's absolutely mind-boggling how it's almost triple, quadruple the amount of just static resources that they're adding into this game. Amount of spells and actions, 69 in DOS 2. Again, just previews in the early access for spells and abilities. And then in Baldur's Gate we have 146, which is double, roughly. And so yeah, there's the amount of abilities, amount of contextual events, the amount of character models and unit models, and just what I'm assuming is terrain features are going to make Baldur's Gate absolutely crazy in size. And that's good. That's good, because I want the best for Baldur's Gate 3 as a longtime player of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and Icewind Dale and all the other spin-offs of Baldur's Gate-esque games. I'm actually super excited for Baldur's Gate 3. Let's go on to the next little piece of text here. Alright, so we have early access will feature around 20 to 25 hours of gameplay in a single playthrough, with the performance capture dialogues, cutscenes, voices overs, and multiplayer, but no split screen. Oh, the multiplayer. I'm so hyped for multiplayer. I want to play with this with a couple of my friends. And guys, look at that key little sentence up there, 20 to 25 hours of just the early access. Even if it's in the entirety of Chapter 1, that literally is longer than most other titles, which is something to say in the least is going to be great. The only other games that I can really think of that would contend with that would be like Pathfinder Kingmaker or possibly Pillars of Eternity, but even Pillars of Eternity wasn't that long of an RPG game storyline-wise. So the Act 1 story should feel fulfilling to play through multiple times with multiple characters, and at the start, support for custom characters will consist of 6 classes and 9 races. So again, early access, we're not getting the full gamut of all the classes and races, but you are getting several subclasses and subraces, because each of those 6 classes are going to have multiple subclasses as per D&D. For example, like a warrior would become maybe a eldritch knight, or a wizard would become an elementalist, arcanist, something along those lines. There's just a ton of classes, a ton of spin-offs. What they're going to put in the game, hard to say, but there's going to be tons of ways to respec and spec a character. And again, play through the game multiple times, which is what we all want. We want replayability. Even if you don't like replaying a storyline again and again, you still want to have some variety. If, like, say you pick up a game with your friends and you want to jump into like a different class or race, you won't be able to play as origin characters, but you'll be able to recruit 5 of them. So the origin characters are going to be their pre-made characters. They're basically that move along the story, a la most RPG-esque Baldur's Gate style games. Really, they're like the sub-protagonists of the campaign apart from your main character. But again, like the thing I'm looking at, the thing I'm beelining on right there is that 20 to 25 hours of gameplay and them boasting all those extra features, all those extra resources. What do you think? Let me know. Just talk about it. Hey, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I hope the best for Baldur's Gate 3 as it comes out of development. The only thing is, I just don't know about the early access. I don't want to spoil it for myself or others. Gotta keep away, but I know it's going to be very, very enticing. Anyways, let me know what you think, what you feel, and if you're going to pick up Baldur's Gate right now.